Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. The MW2 news has surprisingly sort of, calmed down over the past couple of weeks where it was basically non-stop leaks day after day after day. But that said, today we did get some new information, some new leaks and rumors on the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer reveal. Of course, we're not all that far out from launch at this point, the end of October, and we still have to see a reveal for multiplayer. We're going to get the multiplayer beta. We also should expect reveals for the Spec Ops mode, potentially DMZ and Warzone 2 as well, all in the coming weeks and months. However, as for today, we are specifically focused on Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and the new information that's just surfaced about that. So, as we break everything down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's set the like goal today for 2,000 likes. Let's see if we can hit that. And if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with the latest updates, news, leaks, loadouts, you name it. You're going to find it all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, today's information is stemming from Tom Henderson. If you guys don't know Tom's name by now, well, you do, but you've just been introduced. But Tom has been one of the most credible insiders and leakers in the community for several years at this point. This dates back to like MW 2019. He was leaking things that came true about the game long before everybody else. He's constantly talking about inside news for all sorts of games, including Call of Duty. So he has a very, very credible track record at this point, right? But as always, whenever we are talking leaks and rumors, nothing is 100% official. So just take everything we have here with a grain of salt, especially when we're talking dates, because those, unlike some stuff in game, which always is subject to change, dates are especially subject to change just because they're so fluid with the timeline of everything. So while we do have some information here, keep in mind it's not 100% official yet. But Tom recently posted a brand new blog talking about the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer reveal being set for September. He says in this blog, despite rumblings that MW2 multiplayer is set for a reveal soon, sources have implied that the mode is set to be revealed at the beginning of September, prior to the official multiplayer beta, which, as we've heard, was rumored to be towards mid to late September. He says an early September multiplayer reveal would be consistent with the last 2 years of reveals, with Cold War multiplayer being revealed on September 9th and Vanguard being revealed on September 7th. It's understood that Activision has favored these later multiplayer reveals these past couple of years for certain reasons, and they're going to resume that trend moving forward. But it's not entirely clear when or how the multiplayer mode is going to be revealed. But Tom does say he expects some sort of live stream with developer interviews to be sort of coinciding with everything, whether that's the initial main reveal for it and then we get like the whole multiplayer trailer, or if that's just a part of the reveal events, if you will. He expects there to be a longer live stream where devs actually go into detail about certain things, which would be really, really cool. Now, as for what this official reveal is, like Tom says, we just don't know. In the past, we've seen things happen in game for Warzone. We've also seen different like Easter eggs and ARG, I think it was, like with Cold War and Vanguard, we had the different pawn takes pawn stuff and all sorts of things like that. So we could expect something like that. They also just might go back to their roots and drop a multiplayer trailer. It's got some Metallica music or something. I mean, it's just so fitting. The MW 2019 multiplayer trailer was so good with Enter Sandman and everything on there. It was awesome, but I'd expect something similar to that. We're gonna have to wait and see though. Anyway, Tom continues on with Call of Duty MW2's multiplayer beta is currently scheduled for mid to late September, and although Activision has yet to confirm those dates, he does have sources that said that is true. So mid to late September is that timeline, yet again coming from Tom here, which coincides with what we've heard before from various other sources. Unfortunately, sources have yet to say anything in regards to some form of MW2 multiplayer alpha. If he hears anything, he's going to update us in the future, but it is curious because we've seen alphas in the past for various other games. We had the alpha for MW 2019, which was just gunfight. It was sort of similar with Vanguard as well, where we had the Champion Hill mode as the alpha, then the beta shortly after. But we're kind of at the period where the alpha would have to be at some point in August, and because they haven't announced anything yet, I wouldn't really expect much there. It does seem like the beta is going to be our first real taste of multiplayer gameplay for MW2. Now, to close out this article, Tom does express one concern that I've actually talked about on the channel in the past. He says such a late multiplayer reveal and beta could be cause for concern just because it's so close to launch. But the MW2 marketing roadmap has been planned for months, and marketing will ramp up significantly following the beta as well. So based off of this information here with these leaks and rumors, we have now sort of formed a new timeline of events. So obviously we're coming up on August here pretty soon, which is kind of crazy that we're already this far into 2022, but we get according to Ralph, some maybe teasers or news in August at some point, but the big reveal for MW2 Multiplayer in early September, followed by the beta happening in mid to late September, probably week 2, week 3 of September. And then just a month later, October 28th, is launch. And because Tom in this article says that marketing is going to ramp up significantly following the beta, I would imagine that from the end of the beta, you know, week 3 of September, week 4 of September, in that 1 month time period that we have between the end of the beta and launch, they're going to end up revealing Spec Ops, DMZ, potentially Warzone 2. Warzone 2 is a tricky one because, as we know, it's going to be dropping in November or December as opposed to launch in October with MW2. So they may save the Warzone 2 reveal for post-launch and do that maybe in early November. If it's dropping in late November or even early December, that would work well for that time frame. But this essentially means that while we've got a month of sort of question marks in August, come September, we should be seeing a significant amount of official information drop. Of course, I fully expect there to be some new leaks and some new rumors continuing to surface over the course of the next month or so. But when it comes to official big reveals, it does seem like once September kicks off, we're going to have a frequent stream of that just because we know a lot has to be revealed for this game. Briefly, going back to that concern talk, because the beta is essentially a month before the launch of the game, I have seen this a lot in my comments over on my Twitter. If you don't follow me over there, feel free to do so at WhosImmortal. But doing a beta and then, you know, wanting community feedback from said beta, but only having a month to implement that feedback for launch, that's a pretty small window, right? Like, that's a very small time frame for them to make any significant changes. So just to sort of set expectations, if you will, I'd look at the MW2 beta more like a demo of the game than a real true beta, just because of the time frames that we're given here with how close it is to launch. But all that being said, some interesting new information on the MW2 multiplayer reveal. You guys already know I'm super excited for this game. Most of you guys probably found this channel because of MW 2019, so I am stoked to get back to the OG days there with the modern setting and everything going on. But that's gonna wrap things up for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, or if you're excited for MW2, let me know by dropping a like on the video. It really does help grow the channel. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, leaks. You're gonna find it all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. That way you can always guarantee you're up to date. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. And the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.